But Michael is that he has that white trash face that it's kind of a bent nose where it has like a little bend in the middle of it, and it just screams working class. It just screams like you're a nobody. When I see that crooked, like bent nose, I go, you're a nobody. You're a factory worker. You're a slob. You're punching in, you know what? And I support all those people, but you feel they're identifiable. And so Michael's telling me he doesn't like condiments, like he doesn't like ketchup, and he doesn't like mayonnaise. Shut up. You know what I mean? First of all, the only problem with mayonnaise is that there's too much of it. Mayonnaise is an essential component, but it can't be an individual. It's not supposed to be a component on the sandwich. It's supposed to be an enhancement. So what happens is, because Americans are fat, disgusting, irredeemable slobs, they've taken this gook and then just slapped it on things, and it's gotten bad. It has all kinds of flavors. It's not supposed to be like that. But there's no argument against mayo. It's just there's too much of it. And when there's too much of it, it is gross. It is disgusting. But he's like, oh, ketchup's for white trash, ketchup, barbecue sauce, mustard, and all that stuff. What are you saying? What are you saying? You know, this is a kid that I got in an argument with because he said he was going to pick me up from the airport, pick me up for the airport. He offered. He said to me, I'll pick you up and drive you to the airport. Listen to this. Listen to this. And then after all, I'm going to give out his phone number and his address. But listen to this. I don't want to announce that should I say that he's?
Say whatever you want. I can cut it out if you don't.
No, we're not cutting it out. He's having a baby.
Oh, okay.
He's going to have a baby.
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, take him to the airport. Here's the thing. You said to me, I'll pick you up. This is why he doesn't pick me up, this piece of shit. It is a half hour before he's supposed to be at my house, like 8 o'clock in the morning at 7:30. He calls me. I don't answer. Now, I don't answer because I'm asleep, but it doesn't matter. I could have been in the shower. When you say I'm going to be there at 8, what do? You be there at 8, right? You don't call a half hour before. I'm not canceling my trip. You know I need the ride. And then he says, I'm not coming. I'm not coming to. So I'm like, how do I get the kid back? And I thought long and hard about it. I was like, should I? Because his mom died of pancreatic cancer last year. I'm like, should I deface her grave? Is there a way to deface? I've never even defaced a grave but you could hire people, right, to deface a grave. What if you dug her up? These are the thoughts I'm having in my head. Now, I understand. These are the thoughts I'm having in my head. And this is one of my best friends. I love the guy, and he's been very good to me. I think DoorDash might be here. He's been very good to me, and I do love him. He's like a brother, but I'm like, what if we dug up his mother? Or deface the grave. You know what I mean? Put swastikas on it. Try to get her kicked out of the cemetery. Then I was like, maybe, because I know his dad and I have his dad's phone number. I love his father. His father's a great man. Could I pay people to call his father as his mother in the middle of the night and pretend that it's the mother calling the father? And maybe she's like, I'm in hell. What did you do to me? I'm in hell. I'm thinking about, like, how do I creatively do something? Because you don't not drive someone to the airport. It's not right. It's not right. And I confronted him about it, and he's like, oh, I have Uber. Can you leave it in the, we're going to wrap up. We'll eat, and then we're going to come back and do more. But come here for a second, Brian, because I want your thoughts on this. What if because I have his father's number. I love his father. His father's a good man. But is it fun to get back at him by having someone call the father in the middle of the night as the dead mother and claiming to be in hell? Like she goes, I'm in hell. What did you do to me? So I'm like, now I found out, oh, he's having a baby. Do we kill his child? Like, these are all because you don't not show up to somebody for the airport.
What about the dog?
I blocked his dog on Instagram. His dog is on Instagram. I blocked his dog because I didn't want him trying to get to me through the dog.
Right.
I've started talking to him since then. But he doesn't deserve me as a friend. He doesn't deserve a celebrity friend. He's in the weed business, which is the most boring thing ever. And he drones on and on about grow operations. No one gives a fuck. Shut up, dummy. No one cares what you're talking about at all with your fucking weed business.
Yeah.
You're fucking working for a drug dealer, okay? He's not Warren Buffett. He's a fucking drug dealer. And I'm glad that and that's every weed company. That's fine. I'm glad you're making money doing it. I don't think it should be illegal, but let's not talk about it like it's a fascinating fucking bit. It's just not. It's not a fascinating bit. Oh, what are you have the weed and people buy the weed. Shut up. We get it. Enough. You're a boring fuck. So usually he is. He's just a boring, pouty little bitch. He pouts a lot. He's always like, you know. So he's dating someone who's going to have his child who is in the Dreamer program. She's a dreamer. Okay. Can I get her deported? I mean, genuinely, can I get her to commit a crime? Can I convince her to commit a crime? Can I goad her to commit a crime so I could get her deported? These are all thoughts that are appropriate. These are appropriate thoughts. You can't let people fuck you. Am I wrong here?
No.
I didn't do a lot of this. It takes too much effort. We put too much money into the studio. I can't hire people to deface graves. I just don't. I can't pay everyone. I got too many. I'm paying this guy. I can barely talk. He can barely talk. He can't look anything up. I should have him deface a grave. I should tell him that's part of what he's doing now. You go and deface a grave. I've decided not to. I've decided to start speaking to him again on a limited basis to see if he can earn the friendship back. But enough with the tell me I can't have condiments, you know? But this is the thing. It's like, how do you get anyone back now? How do you get anyone back? You can either cut them off or you have to go big. You really have to go big. You know, we're going to take a break now. We probably need to reheat the quesadillas anyway because, you know, it's the traffic in the city is like you order something, you get it 3 days later. They've eaten half of it. You know what I mean? These people, a lot of these people living in their vehicles. It's very hard. Like they're sleeping on a fucking pizza box. It's like it's an utter nightmare. You know, if you need, go get a potato and put a Marlboro Light in its mouth and watch that and then press play on your phone.